Devil Always Made Me Think Twice by Chris Stapleton is going to be played in drop D tuning and then is being fingerpicked. If you don't know what drop D tuning is, it's where you take your sixth string, which is typically tuned to an E, and you lower the pitch of this sixth string tuning to a D, which is the same note as your fourth string, just one octave lower than it. Also, I should mention this song is being played on an electric. The riff is actually a lot easier to play on an electric, but I'm showing you on an acoustic, and it translates roughly the same, obviously just the difference between an electric tone and an acoustic tone. All right, so the opening riff is going to be centered around notes that are in a barred position on strings 4 and 3. The way that Chris Stapleton starts this off is to use his ring finger to bar the 10th fret of strings 4 and 2. And then what he does with his ring fingers after plucking those two strings is that he pulls his ring finger down to bend the string, which honestly is really difficult to do on an acoustic guitar. You can kind of get the feel there. So the way that I play it on an acoustic is same notes, but I use my ring finger on just the 4-string 10th fret and my pinky finger on just the 3-string 10th fret, so that whenever I pluck them together, I've got the strength of both fingers to intentionally pull those notes to get that bend. And then after the bend, you're going to hit the open 6th string, and then you're going to come down to a bar with your first finger on the 7th fret of strings 4 and 3. Come back, hit the open 6th string again. Then we're going to come down to the 5th fret of strings 4 and 3. And we're going to kind of pop those twice. And in between each time, pop 6th string, pop 6th string. And on the second pop, 1, 2, we're going to, after the second pop, we're going to slide our first finger back up, leaving that bar intact from the 5th fret back up to the 7th fret. And then repeat so that we get. And so I'm just kind of thumb, and then my first and second fingers on my right hand are usually grabbing strings 4 and 3 respectively. I'm just playing them simultaneously. Alright, so once you get that down, the next part the way that you're going to do that is first finger to the 5-string 3 fret and immediately hammer with your ring finger to the 5-string 5 fret. Now the next note is going to be the 4-string 5 fret, and there are a couple different ways to approach how to play that. The way that Stapleton does it, I think, is after the hammer on with his ring finger to the 5-string 5 fret, he just bars with his ring finger to grab the 4-string 5 fret. But I tend to, I think, use my pinky finger on the 4-string 5 fret. So after you hit that hammer on, so 5-string 3 fret to 5 fret, then 4-string 5 fret. You then hit the open 6th string, and then come to the 4-string 3 fret with your first finger, and then pull that off to open so that you get. Now that whole lick is pretty quick. Very slowly. But at speed, something more like. And you can hear sometimes I'm hitting that open 6th string there. Sometimes I'm just kind of coming back and plucking the 5-string muted. Either works. And then back into it. So after the pull off, it definitely does hit the open 6th string again. just repeats that. Now on the fourth time, so after the fourth time, instead of just kind of stopping the lick at the pull off of the 4-string 3-fret to 4-string open, it takes that pull off and then repeats the same idea on the 5-string, from the 5-string 3-fret to the 5-string open, so that you get, and then an F chord to a G chord. So the way that the F chord is going to get played in this alternate tuning is just bar with your first finger the 3rd fret of strings 6, 5, and 4, and you'll go thumb first, second, first with your picking hand on 6, 5, 4, 5, and then slide up 2 frets to the G. And now you're on the 5th fret of strings 6, 5, 4, 5, and then repeat. And the last time. So that's the last thing. After that G note, it opens back up to the 6th string, low 6th string, and you go back with your first finger to the 5-string 3-fret, pluck that and kind of pull the string, and then hit the open 4-string behind it. I'm sorry. Pluck that note and pull it, and then hit the open 5-string, then back to the 5-string 3-fret, pull it again and hit the 4-string open behind it. Again, kind of easier on an electric, but and then the verse, so all of that was the intro. The verse is basically going to be the exact same as what we were doing in the intro, but minus the, it doesn't do that part. After you slide up with your first finger to the 4 and 3 strings 7th fret, you just alternate between the open 6th string and then plucking strings 4 and 3 again. And then so that's what it does. I think like the last time, it does that lick to the walk down to the F, to the F, F to the G, and then repeats that pull again, and then the bridge is going to be a G. So the way that you get into that G is to just bar like at the 2nd fret or the 3rd fret across strings 6, 5, and 4. And just pull up to the 5th fret. And the strumming pattern there is like a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So I'm hitting the down and sliding down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. And it holds that for a few bars before going back into the So I'm forgetting this now that I'm trying to teach it, but that last lick before the lead break, and I don't cover the lead break here, I've not learned it, but that last lick, that's what it is. So I'm using my ring finger on the 3-string 12th fret, and I'm bending that note basically up. Basically I'm bending it up somewhere between 1 fret and 2 frets up, but so I'm bending up, and then come right back down to the 3-string 12th fret. Then 12th string, then 3-string 10th fret. Then 3-string 12th fret again. And then back to the 3-string 10th fret. So we've got, then ring finger to the 4-string 12th fret. Then first finger to the 4-string 10th fret. Then ring finger to the 5-string 12th fret, plug that and immediately slide it down to the 5-string 10th fret. First finger to the 5-string 8th fret. Is that what that is? Yeah. First finger to the 5-string 8th fret. And then ring finger to the 6-string 10th fret, but we're not really wanting for that note to ring out. We're just putting it there to pluck and then slide up to the 6-string 10th fret. I'm sorry, the 6-string 12th fret from the 6-string 10th fret, so that we get. And then that's where that little lick ends, is first finger to the 4-string 10th fret, hammer on ring finger to the 4-string 12th fret. Very slowly it comes together like this. Again, very slowly. And then I think the lead happens there, and I don't know what the lead is, but the rest of the rhythm goes back into that sort of feel. Or if you just want to strum a D over it. And if you want to just kind of get some rhythm feel here, if you want a D major chord, there's a little box here on the 4-string open to 4-string 3 fret, to 5-string open to 5-string 3 fret, to 6-string open to 6-string 3 fret. That feels really good for this song in an open kind of feel of this drop D. Of lots of just hammer-ons and pull-offs that you can do right there, like inside of a D chord. So, I'm starting to ramble now, but those are the chords and the movements and the progression to Devil Always Made Me Think Twice by Chris Stapleton. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.